Hi, it's Lucy Griffiths, and I'm going to be talking you through paid subscription groups. So I've spent the last 3 or 4 months beta testing paid subscription groups with Facebook. And I was one of the first, 45 entrepreneurs from around the world who've beta tested this, and we have just gone live. So I'm going to talk you through some of the pros and cons of using paid subscription groups on Facebook. One of the big pros of doing this is, of course, that we are in early, and it's such a phenomenal thing to be able to be part of the beta testing process, work with Facebook employees to tweak and craft a product that really works for small businesses and entrepreneurs around the world. The 45 entrepreneurs who have created these groups come from all over the world, whether it's the Philippines, India, Pakistan, the US, or the UK, where I'm from. And we all have different businesses and different business models, but the one thing that connects us is groups and how we've made communities really at the forefront of our business. And in using this product, it's a really great way to take whatever you provide in your group one step further. So I give a lot of content, a lot of information, I do a lot of training, a lot of Facebook Lives in my free group. And I'm just adding on to that. I'm just enhancing that, giving more PDFs, more workbooks, more information so that people really want to be part of the process. And it means that you can give something more, and it's a premium version of what you have already. The other benefit of it being on Facebook is it's really super easy for people to join. When I've done online courses before, I'm either using platforms like Kajabi or Teachable, or if I'm doing a membership group, it's actually quite a process to get people to join up. I've definitely had issues with many of the main payment systems. And so I wouldn't say any of those systems are perfect, whereas Facebook might have some glitches, but at least it's a platform where 2 billion people are using Facebook every single month. So they're coming onto the platform, and it's one click away for them to then join your group, the paid group, and then get access to the content. They don't need to go somewhere else, remember login details, remember passwords, all of that stuff. Of course, they might forget their Facebook password details, but it's much less likely than having to do a course where they go off the platform. So that is one of the key benefits of this. Two of the negatives are that, number one, that it doesn't look so pretty at the moment, and I will show you in a moment just what I mean. And the second negative, if you want to call it that, is that by being on Facebook, people say, oh, they worry about, the algorithms changing and your content is at the mercy of Facebook. Well, if you were running a membership paid subscription site anyway, you would probably have a free Facebook group that you made an exclusive group. Plus then you'd have your workbooks, your videos, your PDFs somewhere else. So that using Facebook and the paid system, you're just putting that all together. But you can still have the data, the email addresses, all of those contacts, so that you don't lose touch with that information and you don't lose touch with those people, but they're just much more likely to buy from you because it's one click away. So I'm going to talk you through my paid subscription site so you get to have a look around and see what you think. If you like this video, please put some comments below. I'd love to hear from you, and I'd love to know your thoughts about paid subscription groups. Hi, so here is my paid subscription or membership group on Facebook, which is the Online Entrepreneur Studio. So as you can see, it really looks like any other Facebook group. The key thing is just the membership side of it. So when you join up, but once you're in it, it is very similar. So it just has posts that you can do. You can just create content and then put it into files and units. So if you've written a blog post, you can literally then say up here, you click on it, and you can you can then have it as an announcement, and also you can then add it into a unit. So I'll just go to the unit so you can see. So obviously, if you're doing some kind of group program where you're teaching people something, whether it's recipes or whether that is how to use social media, or in my case, video marketing, PR, then the units come in really handy. So you can kind of create a unit. Now, I will say that the units don't look as pretty. Like if I was doing this in a membership site somewhere else, it would be much prettier. And you could have, you could have images in there. So you kind of click down. Let's say here's the how to be your own publicity machine. So you click, and then you'll see all the different content. So I've got masses of videos here. And so it kind of, you can describe how it is, and then from that you can have an image. So you can have a kind of welcome image, and upload PDFs, and upload videos. I will say that it's 100 meg is the maximum size of video, which actually for my confidence module, it was a much bigger file. So I had to kind of break it down into 3 sections. But you can, so all of this content is, so it's all pre-recorded, all the workbooks. And so it's a really great way of, being able to put it all in one place and share your expertise and share your knowledge with someone. You can also then, of course, do your Facebook Lives, have announcements, have competitions. And in doing the videos and the watch parties, you can really bring people all together. So you might say, I don't want Facebook to have that data of the people. So, it's always worth trying to also make sure that you have those people, and they're on your email list so that you can actually email them about things as well. And so then you don't lose that data, that information. The second thing to say is that people also, the negative thought that I've heard about doing this is they say, oh, they don't know about reach and Facebook. Well, if you did a membership site somewhere else and you used Facebook and a free group on Facebook, then you wouldn't get any more reach. You're probably going to get more reach in a paid for group. Secondly, by doing a membership site within Facebook, it is so easy because you're bringing everything together in one place so that you're helping people to, really, they come across, the post about you or whatever, they're attracted to join your group, your ads, and they click on the link, and it's literally the touch of a thumb from a mobile phone, and they're in the group. And so it means that that makes the process so much easier than if you had to go to a landing page and then they had to go somewhere else and pay and add their credit card details. And I certainly, with online group programs that I've run before, that I've had problems with some of the payment software. And either you have issues, I'm not mentioning their names, but I can think of 2, and actually they both have their failings. One is much more streamlined than the other, but takes a higher cut. The other one, takes a high cut, but is very clunky and really makes the process very difficult. So you end up going back to the original payment system. So with Facebook, at the moment, it is Apple Pay, but that is changing very quickly. Obviously, at the moment, we are beta testing this. So we're like really early. There are only about 40 entrepreneurs around the world who are using this and are actually launching a membership group. So it's a phenomenal kind of thing for us to be part of, and it's really exciting for me to be part of it. But there will be tweaks and changes, and the things that I said about, like, it's not so pretty, or the payment thing is changing. At the moment, Facebook doesn't take any revenue from these paid groups. It is all about beta testing it. So there's no revenue incurred, a revenue loss incurred at the moment. But the payment is through Apple Pay. This again will also change. So we're paying to Apple Pay. But in the future, it's a Facebook system of payment. And within that system, then of course, we will then start paying Facebook. So, this is all changing and it's all new, but it is really exciting. And the reason that you think about the journey of your potential people, so they're on Facebook, they click a button and they don't have to go anywhere. They don't have to remember passwords. They don't need to remember to do anything. Whereas if you have to be somewhere else and click on another link, and I never remember passwords. I hate passwords. So it's just another set of passwords to remember and another thing to do. And, so this is just a streamlined process. You get announcements, in the same way that you would get announcements with other groups, like, oh, a new module's there. Oh, I must do this. There's a live event. All of that stuff, it's in one place. So it makes it seamless. So I think it's absolutely fantastic. I'm really thrilled to be part of it. And, I really think this is the way forward for many entrepreneurs, and it's really worth checking out. If you want to go and have a look, I'll put the link below. My group is the Online Entrepreneur Studio. And at the moment, it is $29 a month. And, it is a place where you can learn about PR, marketing, video, and we put all of that together, social media, podcasting, and I'm bringing in experts. And when I say experts, I mean, because I had 20 years in TV and radio, I'm bringing in experts who are experts in like storytelling, who work for the biggest online publications in the world, or massive podcasters. So we're, really going for big names rather than just saying, oh yes, this is an expert who's been doing it a few months. Okay, so I would love to see you there. But please, I'd love to know your thoughts on having some kind of studio, some kind of Facebook group, creating that space where you can train and help others to grow. Okay, thank you so much for watching. Bye, bye, bye.